This is the cherry barb, and in this video I will tell you how I successfully bred the species. They are not expensive. This is in a shop and you can see that they only cost €1.80, no more. But I only had a pair left, and since they are a schooling species, I wanted to have some more. And what is more fun than breeding them yourself? So I put the pair in a jellyfish kreisel, quite unique. You can see that the water comes back into the tank like rain, and this rain stimulates a lot of barbs and salmons to deposit their eggs. That is quite well known, and in this kreisel that is easily done. I also added some osmosis water and elder cones. The cones, they make the water acidic, the pH goes down, and that is also good anti-fungus and anti-bacteria. There the pair goes after having used to the new water, and you can see that the tank is heavily planted, so eventual eggs or offspring will not be eaten by the parents. Especially on day 3 and 4 I saw beautiful mating behavior. As you can see here, the female nicely full with eggs, a white fat belly, but I didn't see any eggs actually. So I could only guess if eggs were deposited or not until I saw the first juveniles swimming around. Hooray, hooray. So eggs were there and I was already happy with this first young fish. So the parents could go back into my main aquarium. Thank you very much. Bye bye. And the female still has some eggs in her, but that doesn't matter. Then you need to catch some food. So this is an ideal pond without fish and with a very fine net, fine mesh. I caught a lot of small creatures, and I also took some plant material because there might be some zooplankton on that material. So that I took home. It looks dirty, but that doesn't matter. And luckily I was also a little bit prepared because I bred my own zooplankton. How? I took some hay with that pond water, with some aquarium water, and another pot with some aquarium water with hay. And the trick is that should become cloudy, and when it becomes clear again, then it is full with a lot of zooplankton, the very first food for such small juvenile fish. So this is the pond water, and I could see a lot of small creatures in there, and I added some in the tank every day. The dangers of that will be clear later in this video. And I also added some of the plankton water, as you can see here. And then just hope for the best that the juvenile fish find something to eat. Oh, I see one, and in the back I see two, so I was now happy with two juvenile fish. And it gives hope, of course, that there will be a few more. This is again another catch, and yeah, I make a little mistake here, but you can see a lot of small creatures, and there must be some of the proper size for the juvenile fish. 1, 2, 3. The number gets bigger and bigger. Watch and see where we end up. Here you can see them. Now they are big enough to catch cyclops and the smallest water fleas. And this is a predator. Here I made a mistake by not sieving the water. This is the larvae of a damselfly, and he can eat quite big little fish. Quite big little fish. You know what I mean. And this is another one, and I needed to catch them out. This is the larvae of a proper dragonfly, even worse. They really can eat big fish. So I emptied the tank. You can see some juveniles swimming around here, more than 3. And of course you need to make sure that you do not throw away with the wastewater other juvenile fish. So I put it in a tank, let it rest, and checked if there were other fish. This is the first bucket with clean water and the plants that need to go back. And what I did from then on is sieving the catch out of the pond, and I will show that later. Here you can see how to catch water fleas by making 8 curves, 8 formed curves in the water. And here you can see all the Daphnia and other creatures. Here I am sieving them, so all those larvae, predatory larvae, will stay in the sieve, and in the bucket there's clean, proper water flea cyclops. Perfect. And this I found in the sieve as well, a couple of aquatic beetle larvae. Look at the jaws there, people. That thing is able to catch a lot of fish. This is a danger for the smallest fish. This is Hydra, a polyp, family of corals and anemones, and they can catch for sure the cherry barbs when they just hatched. These are safe now. They are too big for the Daphnia, and you can see them hunting for the little creatures. Here they got some frozen Daphnia for the first time that was eaten as well. So that's important, and more and more and more. I just thought I got 50 by now. 50. This is slow motion, and even in slow motion he is too quick catching the prey. So good hunters, these little cherry barbs. Letter name Puntius titea, or older name Barbus titea. Yeah, you can see a lot of less plants in the tank. This is a feeding automat and the feeding machine, and I can adjust the amount of feed that is going into the tank, which is very handy for the weekends or other days that you are absent. You need to adjust it, because if you feed too much, then you can kill all your fish. So the fish got bigger and bigger and more, so the kreisel became too small, and I had a 60 centimeter tank prepared for them to grow up. And then I could count them as well. Get ready, 68 juvenile fish I had. So I could call up some friends if they wanted to have these fish. Yeah, and they were happy with it. I myself needed only 10 or 12 or so. So the new tank was 60 times 40 times 40 centimeters or so, standing in front of a window and with a lot of plants. And this is a simple filter I made from a marmalade glass, a pump, and some sponge. And there the fish go. You can see what are the males and what are the females. The males are nicely red colored already, and the females have those white bellies already. Yeah, a male in the middle, and left up is a female. I added a second heater to keep the water on 27, 28 degrees. The first heater could not do the job, and the filter is not streaming all through the tank. The water, the outlet is close to the filter. Why? Because otherwise all the Daphnia, all the water fleas, would end up in the filter, and that's what I do not want. And now the Daphnia, they swim to the light, to the left side, and there they can nicely wait till they are eaten by the fish. Yeah, perfect. So here the fish grew up a little bit more till I could give them to a couple of friends. So I kept 12 myself, so I had then 14, a nice school of fish in my tank, and the rest I gave away. Oh, here they get frozen Daphnia again. If you can catch Daphnia well, then please do put some in the freezer for difficult times. But the favorite is live water fleas. Yeah. So these are the 12 that I kept. Hooray! Success! And it made a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So 24 Werner.
Danke herzlichst. Sehr schöne Tiere.
Good luck. So, und 10 für dich, bitte sehr.
Dankeschön.
So, dear people, thanks for watching. Video became a little bit long, but I hope you enjoyed it. It took exactly 3 months from separating the adult animals till giving away the about 50 young. For the money you don't have to do that. I gave them away anyway, but that doesn't matter. The 65 juveniles, they represent a worth of about 110 euros, maybe $120, and it's so much work catching the water fleas, the Daphnia, and breeding the zooplankton and whatever. So, but it is a challenge, and it is so much fun to breed your own animals. So if this is your hobby, then just have a go. I wish you all the luck, and I see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!